Hello, Swedish Wanker. Good morning. How's your day or evening? Chopper's Rule, my Australian friend. Movie Buff. Good morning. My moderator. It's gonna be a humid, hot day here. I'm working on my garden type, what I call a garden, or my flowers this morning, trying to beat the heat. Choppers, do you know Coop 67? He builds rods like you do. He has a really good channel. I think you'd be interested in his channel. I don't know. You might already know him. COUPE 67. I think of you every time I go on his channel as well. Oh, so my day in Sweden is airy. You have your sleeping. Don't know, but yeah, if he comes in here, I think you'll enjoy his channel. He does a lot of stuff like you do, and he put a wrap on his little vehicle. It looks really nice. And I know you were talking about that on yours. Well, here I am trying to transplant some plants that the mobile home was removed from the property here. I gathered up all the rocks and the plants and the bushes they had, but I have to do it in little bits because my health isn't very good. So this morning I want to go over there and try to dig out a few ferns they have. They have a apricot tree and another tree and a bush, but I don't think that's more than I can bite off. I don't know if my landowner will allow me to wait till it's better to dig those up. The tractor, I call it my ride-on, as you can see, slipped a thing, and it might be the spindles after all. After I paid all that money to ride it for the summer, I might have to wait till next year. To your channel, I will. I'll try to link you guys up. I'm not as tech savvy as I'd like to be. About linking people up. But my plants I've planted, I have a flower blooming now. My daughter's gladiola bulb bloomed. How are you doing, movie? I didn't make it last night. I had one of those sleeps where I fell asleep and I actually woke up thinking, geez, I didn't get up 2 or 3 times last night. I really had some good rest last night. I greatly needed rest. Okay. Your cat rod for Cookie. Excuse me. Sweetie, are you still here? Okay. Is the camp grounds full over there? Do they camp this time of year in Sweden? I do need to put some more seed out. See those chairs? I've painted them and then I put plants on them. Well, the white chair there didn't hold up as well and it fell apart. The blue one and the red one are sturdier. And I have it red, white, and blue, of course, for the United States. And I like those colors. When the plants that are on top of them bloom, it's a really nice effect for the yard. and my camera doesn't stay very still. But I have a bird house right there. It's kind of got a metal roof, and the bird seed goes on the other hook. But they've been blazing through the seed so fast. I put the seed up on the porch to refill it. And the birds are kind of waiting for me to, I don't know, they're not waiting, they're going about their daily life. Fill it back up. I'm working on a better mouse trap so that I don't have the grass growing up along the side there as well. Relocated some things. Like I'm doing a work in progress, as they say it, on the gardening thing. But all around the bird bath, I have a plant in it right now. It's too hot to put water in it for the birds, I think. They'd be a boiled bird. No, not boiled, I don't think. But the water gets pretty hot. Pretty hot. Bailey got off the tether as I was hooking her from my leash to the tether, and she's out running amok with the other dogs, which is against the rules, but I didn't do it on purpose. I know my volume, and excuse the sounds I'm making. My breathing and a saying. Rains more. Okay. We don't have any clouds today to look at. Really clear blue sky. Well, there might be a few overcast, but there's not, as far as looking at any clouds today, any to see. We're looking at only the blue sky. More songs. Choppers, do you have any new dogs you're fostering? Or did you leave? I like phrases. Good. I was thinking only the blue skies. And that's another song. Movie Buff and I break out into song every time we hear something. And there's one we could sing about the rain. No new doggies. Good. Bailey, I was taking her down the stairs, and I was taking her on one of those pull-out cords, and she ran down the steps and created a burn, like a rope burn on the back of my leg, right where the crease of your knee goes. And yesterday I had to go to the doctor's, and they took a look at it, and they gave me a prescription for it. It's pretty inflamed. Only happened a few days ago. But yeah, right across where you bend the knee. She went running down the stairs. I need to be more mindful when I have her on leash to have her on short. So she didn't do that. So, yeah, it's just part of life, movie. Part of life. I was there for something else, but at least they saw it. I showed it to her. It's quite the whole back of my knee. A red line. They had a full-length mirror, and I looked at it in the office mirror, and it does look not happy. I can't wait till all the flowers completely bloom around that bird bath. Some of them are deciding to bloom. Poor kneecap. No, the knees have both been replaced. The knees are doing better. But they did tell me when they were replaced to be mindful of if you have an infection, because knee replacements, the infection can go to your knees, and I don't want that to happen. So there they are waiting for their seed. They keep flying up on my porch. They're not, the bird feeder is empty. There she goes. There goes Bailey. She got off leash and she's running and playing with puddles. Bailey! And she usually makes the rounds and goes from spot to spot with all the stray dogs till I can catch her. There's Bailey, there's Max, Puddles. Max and Puddles are both males. And they run all around to all... Yeah. Bailey! I don't like her to be off tether now, but slipping there goes see the tar down the side of my mobile, she'll be back on the side there. What they did, John, the roof guy, titanium kneecaps, right, on both knees, yes, it is. He dripped that black stuff all down the side of my mobile, and he did a terrible job at it. All the white underpinning, see that? And the shutters, he got it on my shutters. And there's the black stuff up there. It just dripped right off. Well, anyways, I have 2 people coming to give an estimate. Once I get this little settlement, I'm gonna pay another roofer to come and fix it. I want to get metal, like there's several of them that have the metal now that looks a lot nicer. It'll last a lot longer, so I don't have to do this probably the rest of my life. I won't have to have somebody get up there and put the sealant on it again. Yeah, so he ruined my he said he'd just paint it. You can't really paint that or pressure wash it. I'm sorry I got off topic. I'm just furious every time I see the drips. So I won't look at them. I'll look at other stuff. I had a hummingbird today. Yes, about 3 days ago. I saw my first hummingbird. I enjoy the birds. Hello, Charlene. Charlene is a sweet people. If you haven't got to know her, how you feeling? I've angled my camera at a different thing today where my back is against the sun so I can try to read the chat better. Yeah, carpentry is good. See that bench right there? That bench is about... The guy made it. It's old, but it fell apart. And I screwed it back together because it's heavy and old, and it's still a good bench. But one of the screws went in. I don't know, you can't quite see it. And it's still up at the top. My screw gun doesn't work as heavy as I'd like to. But he did a good job at it, and it still can hold a few plants and shade. That's Bailey's makeshift shade spot. Look at, here comes a balloon. It got away from somebody. Can you see it? It's going up to the atmosphere. John knows that song. I don't know what's on the balloon. There you go. Oop, there he goes. Flying away. And say a prayer. Oh, I can't hold my arms up too high. I'm overdoing it when it comes to these plants, and I know I am. I want to save them all. There's some ferns there I want to dig out, but I don't want to dig them out in the summertime and transplant them and find out they died, because you're not supposed to transplant certain times a year. Back on a different subject, I bounce around a lot. People come and go in here. Atmosphere. Yes, you know the song, John. Charlene, I'm glad you could make it in here this morning. I was checking on you. I haven't seen you around much. Darn, my battery always says low, so I only stream till it goes to 10%. And then I go about my day. I want to put the few that I got yesterday into pots this morning while it's cool. I'm running out of pots though. And I can't transplant too many more. Now the sun is angled where I can't read. Sweetie, I'll just say sweetie. Sweetie, I see that you posted more. I'll read it when I get inside because the glare. Now I have a glare on my screen. I might be able to turn the other way, but I don't want to get up and try to relocate and turn all around. It says my battery is at 10%. Well, I appreciate everybody here. Have a good day. I'm ending the stream. Over and out. Peace out. Ending the stream. Miss Elegant, thank you. My battery's low. I have to end the stream. See, I'm working on... Okay. Ending the stream.